Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Golf and Politics, 9 Holes, 9 Questions. We have a great guest today, Oklahoma Corporation Commissioner Brian Bingman. Before being Corporation Commissioner, he was the Secretary of State in Oklahoma. He was the President Pro Tem of the Senate, a state representative, the Mayor of Sapulpa, career in oil and gas, and a really good golfer. And so I want to thank Lewis Jackson. Give Lewis a little. Lewis is, you have to question his judgment hiring Lewis as a special advisor to the Corporation Commission. I say that jokingly. Lewis worked at our firm for many years, one of my favorite people. And Lewis, for arranging this, thank you. There's a hat, brand new Golf and Politics hat. I don't even have one of these yet, and Rob doesn't have one of these yet.
Nice design. That's good design.
Thank you.
I like
we're going to give those out at our big GMP Cup, but wanted you guys to have those. And we're here at the Oaks Country Club in Tulsa, Oklahoma. One of my favorite courses.
1921 A.W. Tillinghouse design.
Tillinghouse design. It's a fantastic course. We're going to have a great time today.
Very nice.
Thank you. Well, Commissioner Bingman, first hole, first question. Energy is obviously very important to the state of Oklahoma, and energy regulation falls, I know, within the purview of the Corporation Commission. But I don't know that everyday, average Oklahomans, and surely people outside of Oklahoma, have any idea what a Corporation Commissioner is and how important it is to the state. So tell our listeners what it is that the Corporation Commission actually does and why it's so important to the state.
That was one of the difficult things about campaigning for a statewide office. Everybody would ask me, well, what do you do at the Corporation Commission? So, everyone probably, realizes the oil and gas industry, how important that is to Oklahoma. We do regulate the oil and gas industry, but also very important is the utility. We all public utilities in Oklahoma that we regulate, set the rates, make sure that we have a good, safe, reliable system in Oklahoma. In addition to all of that, we have transportation, public safety of all your trucking industry that drives through Oklahoma. We don't pull the drivers over for speeding, but we make sure the trucking companies that they're all in compliance with the rules. There's some international rules also. Your underground storage tanks, your filling stations that you go to make sure the tanks are all inspected and regulated. And I tell jokingly that's one of the reasons I ran for the Corporation Commission, so I could have my name on every gas pump in Oklahoma.
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
But one of the most important things that we also do is we regulate the cotton gin industry. So we have about 5 cotton gins left in Oklahoma. So, but that's a very important aspect. So, not a lot of high-profile, issues at the commission, but. It's one of the most important jobs.
Well, rate cases can become sometimes.
Rate cases, we probably, every day I probably approve over, 30, 40 oil and gas cases. But you talk about a utility, we may have, 6, 8 cases a year, but a case can last up to a year.
Gotcha.
So very intense, detailed. I'm still learning all the acronyms.
Right.
It's a different glossary of vocabulary there.
Oh, great swing. Stay right there. Stay right there. All right. Every state has some similar regulation of these industries, but not every state has elected office holders that handle them, correct? I mean, I used to live in Ohio, and I know the regulatory commission is appointed by the governor, I believe. So what's
in Oklahoma? Everything's combined in the Oklahoma Corporation Commission. You go to Texas, they have a separate public utility commission. Those are appointed, but they have the Texas Railroad Commission, which regulates oil and gas. Those are elected. Okay. We're in the minority when you talk about elected officials. We have 3 commissioners in Oklahoma. Some states will have, some appointed. Some will have up to 5, which we're subject to the Open Meetings Act. So makes it a little more difficult.
So when same with like county commissioners, it is to me the most open form of government possible, because you can't, for instance, you can't go to Commissioner David and have a conversation without it being subject to open records, right? I mean, everything
What
you guys
talking about
discuss.
business,
Anything business-wise, right?
Absolutely. Which, you think about a judge. We're a quasi-judicial system because we hear cases and have to make decisions. Whereas in the actual judge, they get behind closed doors. They discuss cases, and you want every commissioner or judge, whatever, to be as informed as possible. But here we are, we're kind of in silos at the Corporation Commission, so sometimes it's a little more difficult to get the information that you need before you make a decision. So, but that's the way it's set up, and it takes a while to get used to that. Being in the legislature, you're not subject to the open meetings.
There's a lot of things that happen behind doors of deals and negotiations
So
and compromise.
Got to be real careful about not violating that.
Yeah, sure.
So I'm still learning.
That's great. Get right.
Good shot.
Thank you. I tell you, I think those are the shots right there at Southern Hills you have to be dialed in with, because
you got to get on the right side.
Yeah,
right
Meadowbrook, if I miss that shot by 25 feet, no big deal. You miss the wrong side of a ridge on one of those humpback greens, you're chipping.
These are more subtle greens.
Sure. I love this golf course.
Kind of like Meadowbrook,
Yeah. Oh, I love Meadowbrook too. It's in the best condition I've ever seen it in too right now. Get in the hole.
Good stroke.
All right, thank you.
I want to stand on the black tees. I don't think I've ever stood back here before.
Oh, hit it, wind. Hit it just a little bit. Get a little left. Just blocked it a touch. It's all right.
Did you get that on camera?
Looks like back here.
Child's play.
Just didn't get through that one. We're going at this GM Golf and Politics Cup that we're doing, Republicans versus Democrats. It's going to be in Nebraska at Gray Bull. And I mean, it's just in the middle of nowhere in the
You need to meet our
Sand
pro.
Hills.
He's from Nebraska.
Oh, is he really?
Closer to the fairway. Matt, I see you played Pine Valley.
I have.
How'd you arrange that?
My co-host got me on. He's played all top 100 in the U.S. and 87 of the top 100 in the world. He's pretty amazing connections he's got in the golf world. And we actually, he has a corporate outing, and he's a member at Robert Trent Jones in D.C. It's a corporate outing every year, and then we do after the corporate outing, do a weekend excursion somewhere. This past year we went to Hidden Creek, New Jersey, where I'm a member there, part of the Dormy Network. And then some of us got to go to Pine Valley as well, and that was really special, very special. Unbelievable golf course.
Got a friend, used to be a senator in Texas, Troy Frazier.
Okay.
And he was out of Austin, and he had his own plane.
Yeah.
And his goal was to play every course, the top 100.
Right.
And he got on Pine Valley. I think he actually camped out there.
That's great.
And to get on.
Second hole, second question. You were first elected to the city commission in Sapulpa, 1992? I believe, right?
About 92. That's about
So
right.
you've been a city commissioner, you've been a mayor, you've been a state representative, a state senator, secretary of state, now corporation commissioner. But you're hardly what I would consider a career politician, because you've had a very successful career and continue to have a career in the oil and gas industry.
That was kind of the key to me actually running. City council is nonpartisan. You don't get paid.
Right.
So I was the mayor for 10 years. Every 2 years you select a new mayor from the council. And so every 2 years I was like, who wants the job, And no one ever wanted it. So finally one day I came up and said, listen, I'm running for the state house. So you got to find a new mayor. New mayor.
Yeah.
But all the my time in the legislature, 12 years, I always kept my private sector job, working for a company in Tulsa, and I thought that was important. So when I left, Thursday in the legislature, I went to my office on Friday and did things after hours to make sure I could do both. Had an arrangement with my boss.
Yeah.
there.
What drew you into the oil and gas business?
What year did I enter?
No, what drew you into it?
Graduate of OU, energy management. It was
Okay.
petroleum land management. Oil and gas, Oklahoma, just kind of feeds your blood. So I went to work for Continental Oil Company when I got out of school and spent a lot of time my first 3.5 years in Midland, Texas.
Oh, wow.
During one of the oil booms in the late 70s. And then
You're wearing a hat that says Landman. Have you ever watched the show?
Well, you know what? I went to my first conference when I was elected to the commission in D.C., of utility, NARUC,
Okay.
the National Association of Your Utility. And someone asked me, well, what's your profession? And, I always said private sector at oil and gas. Well, what'd you do? And I said, well, I was a landman. The landman? You were a landman? I said, yeah. They said, y'all seen the show, Landman, right? They said, well, yeah, we've seen it. Is that true? Is that stuff true? I said, every bit of it's true. About Landman. So it was a great story, but
my favorite
when I
scene
saw
of that
this,
show is Billy Bob Thornton is sitting at the bar and he's drinking Michelob Ultra, and the bartender goes, "You want something stiffer, to drink?" He goes, "No, I'm an alcoholic. I'll just stick with beer." He goes, "I hate to break it to you, man, but there's alcohol in that beer." He goes, "Man, there's more alcohol in orange juice than Michelob Ultra."
Yeah.
That's a good show. That's a good show.
It is a good show.
Yeah.
And when Billy Bob's out there giving his speech out there in front of the windmills and everything,
Yeah.
so that was classic.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's really
classic.
good. Really good.
Very educational. Now for the fun stuff.
Oh, nice shot.
That's a keeper. Nicely done.
Thank you. So, does the Corporation Commission, do you guys oversee wind energy as well, right?
Some aspects
Some
of it.
aspect of it, okay.
I can't tell you really all of it. More of the, we don't do the siting.
Okay.
So all that's done on a county level.
Okay. Yeah, I would definitely like to see all subsidies.
Now we're getting
Stopped.
the legislature mandated to do about nuclear.
Right.
Asking the commission over the interim, we have 9 months to do, kind of do a NOI, notice of inquiry about what do we need in Oklahoma to promote nuclear, what all does that entail, and which we know nothing. We have no agency into that. The governor just got back. He, I think Secretary of Energy and the governor took some people in Oklahoma City, I think, and they went to Canada to visit a nuclear site.
Okay.
But we weren't included in that.
Okay, gotcha.
Typical. Doesn't come.
Come on, get some legs, get some legs! A little too afraid of that one.
My honeymoon, we went to Pebble Beach.
Oh, really?
And my wife, now she said I should have known, what I was getting into.
That's great.
We drive into the lodge there at Pebble Beach, and they said, and I went to a travel agent, they said, we don't have a reservation for you.
Oh, man.
I said, listen, I'm on my honeymoon,
Yeah.
and I'm not leaving. They go, well, we're sorry, and whatever. I said, I'm not leaving. So we finally got in.
Wow, wow.
And they had some friends out there, and so we got to play around, and it was fun.
That's great. It's
It was fun.
I got to play it in 2010 or 2011. We had not had we weren't staying at the resort. We did not have reservations. We played Del Monte in the morning. We were the first tee time out, and me and my buddy played it in 3 hours. Great Parkland course, and we're just sitting there having a beer, and this woman comes up and says, would you guys like to play Pebble Beach for $250? And we're like, yeah, because it was going to cost us like thousands of dollars to stay. We didn't have the money to do it back then. And then like $600 a round or something. So $250, but we couldn't get a caddy. We had to take carts, and it was cart path only. So we convinced our wives to come and drive the golf cart and kind of caddy for us. The weather was perfect for the first 6 holes. 7th hole, this weather comes in, the women bail on us.
Of course.
We're stuck with cart path only, and my buddy, who's not a great golfer, shoots 67 on the back 9 because it was just miserable conditions, and he got to playing bad, and it was just.
You're not going to quit.
Well, and,
No.
and we're definitely not quitting. And then it was like a 6-hour round. They packed too many people on the course. So a lot of times when I say I liked all the courses in Ireland better than Pebble Beach, it was because the experience in Ireland was better than my experience at Pebble Beach.
I understand.
Because I say that, and then I hear Jack Nicklaus say that he thinks Pebble Beach is the greatest golf course in the world, and I think, yeah, maybe he knows something more about golf than I do. Just a little bit. Oh, overhooked it. Settle down. Yeah. Fortunately, part of this, if I remember right, this green is tough to hold. Is this the one? Yeah.
If it depends up front.
Yeah, short par 5, but hard to hold the green.
Yeah.
I got it.
You got it?
Yep.
The key to
I
golf
think
is
that's going to be open.
keep
over
it
there.
in the fairway.
That one's, I think you got a shot over there. All right, so
So how we doing?
we're doing great. Third hole, third question. When you first ran for office, I'm talking about partisan office for the State House, 2004, Creek County had a majority of Democratic voters. Your first race for the state Senate in 2006, the Democrat running for governor for re-election, Brad Henry, won in a massive landslide. I think he won by like 31 points over the Republican. You only won that election by like 1,000 votes, I think, over. Was it the same Democrat you ran against for the House? You ran against for the Senate? Right?
Yeah. And his dad had been state senator for like 20 years back in the 60s.
But looking at election results from 2024, Donald Trump won Creek County, your home county, with 77% of the vote. Today, there's only 18% of Creek County residents are registered Democrat. And you won your statewide election by 531 votes over a Democrat and an independent. So when you first ran in 2004, did you foresee a situation where there would be no competitive general elections, especially in rural Oklahoma, and it would just be dominated by Republicans? Because you were part of the group that took control of the state Senate for the first time in state history.
Yeah, I had no idea. I have never been in the minority. When I was elected in 2004, was the first House majority in 80 years. When I ran for the Senate 2 years later, we elected, we have 48 senators, we elected 25 Republicans, and on the night of the election, we had a Republican switch parties to Democrats. So my first 2 years in the Senate, we had a tie.
It was like a shared power agreement?
Shared power, probably the most fun I've ever had.
Okay.
Not in leadership, and you had 2 committee chairmen, 2 floor leaders, 2 pro tems. And,
wow.
You could write a book about that.
Yeah.
That was great. And then, of course, we took the majority in 2008.
Right.
And so, never been on the other side, never want to go on the other side. The minority party, they don't know how to act as a minority yet. They haven't figured it out yet.
There's not very many of them.
Not
in
many
our
of them.
legislature
Not
right
many of
now.
them at all. But no, I never had an idea. My election in 2006 was the most difficult because when I ran in 2004, I'd been mayor, nonpartisan. Brian, you'll be great in the House, and a lot of Democrats were, supported me, which is fine. But when I ran in 2006, all of a sudden they go, oh, you're running for the Senate, and they knew that House had been targeted as one that could flip. And total different attitude from that's when I first learned that people put politics over,
Sure.
your friendships. And it was a good lesson I learned. I remember calling in to Fount's office about a week, 10 days out, and I could just tell by the voice of Tammy when she, answered the phone, and oh, Brian, we really like you,
Yeah.
and just I'm going, all right, Fount, what's going on? What are these numbers telling me? Well, Brian, you're down,
Wow.
and down. I don't know if it's double digit, but it was tough. But I had a fundraiser in Oklahoma City. Former fraternity brother of mine. We had a little get together of fraternity brothers. We'd been out many years. Tom Coburn was, the guest, and I'm sitting there going, we're having a function, and Tom Coburn's going to be there with all my fraternity brothers. I said, I'll never get elected to an office, when they
Right.
start telling all these stories. But Senator Coburn was great. When he left that Oklahoma City function, he drove to Tulsa, did a TV spot for me. Typical Coburn, he did one take and goes, "That's it, I'm done." Then he was out there back to Muskogee. They put that thing on TV and flipped, everybody in eastern Oklahoma, and pulled it out.
That's great.
Had it not been for Tom Coburn, I would not have been the end of my political career.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, let's hit your shot, and I'm gonna have a second part to this question. Is now that there are no primary or no general elections and everything's decided in primaries, there's a whole new level of leadership issues, I think, that the new pro tem has to deal with that when you were pro tem maybe you didn't have to deal with. I'd be interested to hear your perspective on that.
Yeah, you putting that in my head, and I'm trying to figure out how do I want to handle these trees here. Okay, since this is for fun, probably not wise, but got away with it.
That works perfect.
Trying to keep it down.
I thought it'd be like right in here. So much more fun when you hit the fairway, you don't have to search for it.
Yeah. Go.
You kidding me? All right. Not great. I needed about 2 more yards out of that and it would have been perfect.
It's a sign of a smart golfer when you do that instead of trying to do a miracle shot.
Really didn't have.
You still got an open shot.
Yeah. Oh no. You guys see it?
I got it.
All right.
Oh, Brian. Not a good shot.
How long have you been a member out here?
Gosh, 30 years. Actually, my parents were members out here growing up,
Okay.
but I didn't know he went out here, so I didn't play. I played in Sepulpa. I didn't start playing golf till I was high school.
Wow, that is not the miss there.
Get down.
This is, I told you on the range, you're going to look at me at sometimes and say, how's he not a +2 handicap? And then you're going to see holes like this. I can't. Making bogeys on par 5s should be inexcusable for me.
This hole, we should be on close to it in 2.
For sure. I mean, I play this course.
The other day I was on in
it
2 and I 3-putted. Okay, that's normal.
That's fine. I've hit wedges into this green before.
Oh, yeah.
Starts with a bad tee shot, then a bad recovery. Shot. That's dead straight.
Pretty much.
Wow, double bogey. Nice.
Pushed it.
Back to that
That's
second
some
part.
bad golf there.
Yeah, it was not good, yeah. I'll blame it on tough questions. But yeah, I mean, you look at the Senate in Oklahoma today, the leadership battles are fierce, and it's within their own caucus. I mean, Pro Tem Paxton won by 1 vote.
I kept 3 different caucuses, almost.
I almost think it's 4. This is my hypothesis is it's 4. You've got the people that are very loyal to the leadership. You got people that just want to show up and kind of vote and do the right thing for their district. You've got the other faction that wants a different leader, and then you have the Democrats. So it's like 4.
In that order.
Yeah.
Hard to govern.
It really is.
I was fortunate. I had Josh Burkeen, some very conservative. I got to go back here. Folks in our caucus, but as pro tem, I felt like my job was I worked for them. You know,
Right.
I want to make sure they were successful. So you got to give them,
Sure.
you got to give them their space. Let them, you know, they've got a voice.
Sure.
And but it's, you know, total different scheme now. I don't know
Yeah.
how you'd manage
It's,
that.
it's tough. All right, we need to bounce back. That's a pretty disappointing double bogey, and that's, if you look at the Parker Improvement Project, Jordan, it's holes like that is why it's problematic. Like, you just can't make bogey there, let alone a
It's
double.
pretty back here, isn't it?
It is. I like this hole. It's a good hole. Okay.
I double bogeyed that last hole. And the first 3 holes are supposed to be your warm-up holes.
I know. I did too.
So you ought to be, you know, setting the pace for a good round, but
Didn't go that way.
didn't go that way. Perfect.
Thank you.
We'll take that every day, won't you?
Stay right there. I think it's good. Yeah, Casey Lang, shout out. My vice captain, friend of the program, sponsor. He's got me hitting draws now, and they are bombs. Yeah, I've for the last couple of years, I gained 50 pounds during COVID. I was 163, 164 pounds.
Muscle?
Oh, I wanted to get as strong as I could. So, I mean, I just ate and ate and ate and went from 165 to 215 actually, and then kind of leveled in around 205. But it changed my golf swing a lot. And then, so I just started playing for the last couple of years. I'd play nothing but fades off the tee. And I kept missing these. I'd miss with early extension and have, with my speed, high right spinny misses that would go off the planet to the right. And my buddy Casey, who I played college golf with, he's like, you got to get back to hitting it both ways and hitting draws. Like, if you hit a draw, like, you hit it so
that one
much
right
further
there.
too, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't
He
know
really,
what my
2
excuse
weeks
is.
ago, we worked on a lot, and he's helped me a bunch. Great ball.
Okay.
Great ball.
We had a ping rep at all the new clubs. My pro finally had a talk with me. He said, listen, you know, you're not as young as you used to be. He goes, you know, your irons are a stiff shaft. I go, oh, no, they're regular shaft. But no, they're stiff shafts, so you don't need to be hitting those anymore.
That's good.
So I succumbed to the pressure.
There you
and
go.
I hit graphite now.
I'll
Trying
tell
to
you,
get
the
my
right
swing
equipment
speed.
makes a big difference.
Well,
My nephew, I convinced him he needed to shovel snow all winter to get fitted for the right driver. I said, it's going to cost you $700 or so. And so he went out and worked his butt off all winter, and he got himself a Titleist driver. And he went from a 16, 17 handicapper. He's playing high school golf, and he's down to a 12 and just playing so much better because he's hitting the ball off the tee so well.
It's just amazing how, I'll put you in that class, these young guys today, I call them the flat bellies, their torque,
Yeah.
and how far they can hit the ball.
I love being, at almost 44, I love being called a young guy. Well, you said you've been a member here for 30 years. You've also been in elected office for 30 years. I mean, so being in office, did it cut into your golf game, your ability to get out and golf as much as you used to?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, I was working too.
Right,
So
yeah.
my golf was, you know, with kids and all that.
What got you into golf initially?
You know, my grandfather was a fabulous golfer. He was
Okay.
state amateur champion back in the 30s,
Okay.
twice. Played out at Tulsa Country Club.
Oh, great.
Played at the Broadmoor in the summer. I mean,
Okay.
he was. I've got some good articles on him.
Oh, wow, that's incredible.
But he died before I was ever born,
Oh, wow, okay.
and he was like 47 when he passed.
Oh, man.
So that blood, my grandmother encouraged me to
That's great.
get involved in golf. My brothers came out here as kids and went through the school
Okay.
as kids. You know, they weren't much into it, so they didn't even bother introduce it to me.
I got you. Is there a
It'd be
problem?
nice to hit a green.
These shoes, got these at Meadowbrook. So I'm a brand new member at Meadowbrook, and Lewis was the first guest that I ever took. And I just got my locker, and they told me, hey, put your stuff in the locker. If it needs cleaned out, let us know. We'll go and clean it up for you. So I put in one pair of golf shoes, and my PGA Championship umbrella, and like some balls and tees, like nothing major. So I go to the golf course in flip-flops. Lewis came to my house. We go to the golf course in flip-flops. I go to my locker to get my shoes. There's nothing in my locker. It's very clean. There's nothing in it. Nobody can find any of my stuff. They threw my shoes away. So they had to buy me I had to get a pair of shoes out of the
When you go in the pro shop, they've got 2 tables out. There's about 20 pairs of shoes that no one has ever claimed. You're welcome to take a pair.
They got me. They found the shoes and the umbrella in the trash can,
yeah,
and cleaned up the shoes. I still have them. I hardly ever wear them, but the umbrella was it was brand new from the PGA Championship. I want to keep it. All right, I gotta make this.
Knock it in. Birdie.
Thank you.
I think peel off that way.
So you talked about being a fraternity. Your pledge trainer, also somebody important to Oklahoma politics, right?
Jim Winchester.
Yeah.
Supreme Court Justice.
Supreme Court Justice. So fifth hole, fifth question. You've been involved with golf for a long time, been involved in business, oil and gas, and politics. How has golf opened some doors for you to do business or do politics or build those relationships?
Probably more in politics.
Really?
Yeah. You know, in the legislature, there's always a golf trip. Mm-hmm. Everybody pays your own way. Right. My first trip when I went there, I hit a drive, and it was over in the bushes, and I go over there, and I have to, didn't have a clear shot, so I had to chip out back to the fairway. And a couple guys were playing with it, go, "What are you doing?" The ball's right here. We've never seen a legislator who, doesn't just kick the ball and then go up and hits it.
That's good.
Like, no, I play by the rules.
That's good. Hey, I was fortunate to go on that trip this year. You've been on it, and I made some great relationships there. People that we normally wouldn't have a reason to get together, and we found a reason to get together on the golf course and strengthen some existing relationships as well.
And that's all it is relationship building.
That's right.
You spend all that time together with them, and
it's a really fun group of guys too.
Yep.
Get a picture of Lewis's scorecard so far. He's very consistent. I mean, you look at the first 3 holes, he's down with Satan, and then he's, 4 6s. Jordan, I like taking it right over those trees with a little draw, don't you?
Right at the trees?
Yeah. Just right up over those trees, a high draw. Not a lot of wind right now. Or just block it straight right. That should be okay though if the wind hits it a touch. Hit that solid, just didn't draw. Kind of quit on the swing. That's still that's one of the issues we talked about on the Park Improvement Project. I tried to guide that one a little more than just swinging it with confidence. There's out of bounds left, right? And in my mind, I'm still I didn't say it out loud. I tried to not think about it, but that fence over there is out of bounds, and I think that plays a role in why I blocked that instead of drew it. It's an intimidating tee shot back there a little bit. You got to hit it over the road, out of bounds left. Get left. Yeah.
Be nice to hit a green. Come on.
Sit. Sit. I think that's pretty good. Forget about the Oaks for a second. What do you think is the most underrated golf course in Oklahoma? The hidden gem that if you come to Oklahoma you should play that doesn't get talked about as much.
Boy, that's a tough one. Before I belonged to the Oaks, we had a whole group of people would go to Cushing to play.
Oh, really?
It was a great layout. It became a private, one owner.
Okay.
So I think it kind of went downhill. But
Jordan, you see this? I wish I would have just dunked in. putt.
Thank you.
Oh, that went the other way. Huh. That's twice now I've misread this putt. I thought for sure.
I thought that would have gone that way too.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. Just misread it.
there's still a lot of golf courses I have not played. I have not played the Territory. I heard good things about that.
It's really great. If it wasn't in Duncan, like I think it'd be rated a lot higher than it is. It's just not placed. I think right here.
Right here.
It's just 60. Stay right there. Stop it. Stop it right now. Stop it.
Oh,
How'd it go? Is that out of bounds?
you flew that thing. Probably not.
Did I misjudge that? I miscalculated the distance. That's dead. That might be out.
Go. Didn't get it up over the hill.
I'm gonna hit provisional in case that's out of bounds. I just lasered that incorrectly.
Got a little wind behind
The
you.
wind behind me and I lasered it wrong. That's short. That is no bueno. Still would take that over my first one. Well, as pro tem of the Senate, you're in a pretty exclusive club with other people from around the country. There's conferences and connections I'm sure you've made. What was the coolest golf connection that you made while you were pro tem?
I was on the board of the RSLCC,
Okay.
and
Stop and get some water.
so you want to raise some money, so we
Yeah.
put together a trip sponsored with companies at Bandon Dunes,
Oh wow.
and I think sold out
Wow.
just like that.
Incredible. So Bandon Dunes.
I played more golf when I was in the Senate
Okay.
on trips. There was a group, pro tem from, well, they didn't have one in Texas, but Troy Frazier, a couple others. Kind of would go to different places,
Yeah.
play some great courses. What's the one there in California?
Cypress?
Cypress Point.
Oh wow.
That was a bucket list.
Yeah.
That's a bucket list.
Did you get to play Augusta National? Is that true?
Augusta? I've never been there.
Never been there? Okay. Oh, there's no room over here. What a dumb shot. Yeah, I think that's gone.
Sometimes you'll hit the fence and bounce back.
Just not smart. I just completely misjudged the distance. Have you read the book, The Match? It's called The Match.
Yeah.
It's such a good book. Outside the match at Cypress Point with
Yeah.
Hogan and Venturi. You know, Jordan, this could be a good Parker Improvement Project episode. I mean, you've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. I mean, 128-yard par 3, and I'm hitting it out of bounds. That's not good.
I made it to the gate of Seminole. I was going to get to play Seminole, and the sponsor who was going to play got called away, and so I didn't get to play.
Oh, no. That would be incredible. Yeah, Cypress is a huge bucket list course for me. I'm going to Bandon for the first time in September.
It'll be like Ireland, depending on what time of year.
I've heard it's the best run resort in America as far as
I've
golf's
been
concerned.
twice.
Very efficient. That's great.
Been twice, great. I did play Augusta though. You see, you have to stay all night there.
Yeah.
Just the whole thing is, you got to order a coat and tie to
Right.
dinner. Your sponsor has to wear his green jacket.
Right.
Then you get the tour of the wine cellar in the
Yeah.
basement, and just go up to the crow's nest.
Amazing.
That meant more to me than actually probably playing it. Playing it, you can't miss a fairway. They're
Yeah,
so
that's
wide.
right.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Of course,
Yeah.
the greens weren't cut like in
Was it what time of year?
fall.
Fall. Yeah. Rob, my co-host, went in December, and the videos he sent are unbelievable. You know, we're not allowed to put any of them on social media. He's even careful what he says on the podcast. There's out of respect for the club, but
Yeah.
He was actually on a golf trip in California, 8-day golf trip with 8 other guys or 7 other guys, and he got the call that he could play like the next week. So he had to leave it, red eye from his golf trip, go to Augusta, then come back. All right, let's try to save bogey here with a bomb.
Go.
I was online, just didn't go. That's a good putt. All right. The good is I have 2 birdies. Bad, I have 2 double bogeys.
I played a golf course once. I can't even tell the name of it now. A privately owned golf course. We were in Indiana and we drove down southern part. I think it was actually in Illinois. The guy spent like $40 million on the
Oh, and it's his own private. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The name's escaping me.
only 1 or 2 groups get to play a day.
Where were the blacks here?
Oh crap!
I always forget where they're at. Yeah, I've heard of this course, and I can't remember the name of it
It's
now.
like Coterra.
There's a guy named Jimmy James, African American guy that played all top 100.
He built this
he wrote
orchard.
about it.
He built this walnut orchard, and each tree will be worth like $1 million over 25 years.
Wow.
And that's his legacy for his grandkids.
Amazing. So, 7th hole, 7th question. You mentioned earlier, asking if I played Pine Valley. One of the best experiences of my life. And what's interesting, on the first tee, you get there and there's a sign that says no mulligans. And I like that because there's, I'm somebody who wants to play serious. I can't stand when guys are just taking mulligans.
I agree. It kind of sets the pace for the day.
It's what's great about golf. Like in life and politics, there's no mulligans, right? But hypothetically, in 30 years, if you had to take a mulligan on something politically, what would you take a mulligan on?
I get to think about that.
Yeah, you can think about why I hit. Where is that going?
Did that ball blow up? I never saw it.
That is way right.
Like in the other fairway.
Right?
I mean, I hit it hard just in the other fairway. Didn't draw at all.
My worst vote I ever made.
Sure.
Can I throw out names?
Sure, of course. It's up to you.
Rod Johnson came to me. He was leaving the Senate, and he was going to run for the Corporation Commission,
Right.
which he did. But his mission was, before he left was, I know this thing will never become law, but the national popular vote, will you help me get this out? He's one of my loyal lieutenants.
Yeah.
And I knew it wasn't going anywhere. I said, sure.
Yeah.
I'll vote for it. Titles are off the bill. We vote for it. He gets it off the Senate floor. It was not going to go anywhere in the House. I knew that. But
Yeah.
locally, that came back that you voted for that.
I mean, I used it against Josh Burkeen in the congressional race.
Yeah. So that will always live with me and can be used.
And Rob's
against me.
a dear friend. He's Gettner Drummond's chief of staff and a great senator. And I would still believe to this day that's the wrong thing to vote on. But that's a good. If you think about all those years, that's probably a good one to take a mulligan on.
That would be one good to take a mulligan. But again, anything I do to help our members on the pro
sure.
tem.
Yeah.
Didn't think I was ever going anywhere after that anyway, but I knew it would.
Well, politics is a lot like golf, where sometimes little mistakes are really amplified, and it just leads to other problems. You make one bad vote. I mean, you think about the breadth and the depth of all the things that a legislator votes on, and then guys like me come around and will take one committee vote that may have been done in exchange for something better later on, and and blow it up as look what he did. I don't know. It's part of my job. We do it. I don't know that I love it all the time because
People
it's
don't
not that,
understand, some of the trash that they've used against me when I was running for the Senate the first time.
Mm-hmm.
It works good. It's believable.
Right.
They were putting that stuff on TV. I had friends call me up going, Brian, did you really do that?
Right.
I'm going, no, I didn't
Yeah,
do that.
that's
Come on,
right.
That's
right.
And people that don't know you, then, hey, they see that stuff and
Yeah.
swings
Hey.
a vote. So who's been your favorite interview?
This one so far has been a lot of fun. Chris Benj was a ton of fun. I mean, they've all been great. It's my favorite format. Stan Salee was great. I'm trying to think who else I interviewed. Jefferson Thomas is a friend of mine who works in politics. He was interesting as well. I think it's a format that's going to do really well for us. I want my partner to be able to start doing more, but to send Jordan out to DC and stuff like that is not always
This
easy.
morning's paper's got an interview with David Blatt, who's retiring from Oklahoma policy, and he's moving to Canada.
Oh, really?
And he was listing his all-time favorite legislators that he got to work with, and one of the first ones he had on there was Chris Bench. I made the list too.
Oh, I saw Carol Bush posted about it this morning.
Yeah.
She was on the list perhaps too.
And Chris was a very effective speaker that he could work both sides, reasonable. You need more people like that.
Yeah, I like him a lot. Our round was fun. He wasn't expecting to play golf, so he had to use my golf clubs, and I got pretty heavy, stiff shafts, and he's a good player. He figured out how to make my clubs work as the round went on.
I don't know why he doesn't join out here.
He's Mr. LaFortune.
I know. I go play a public course, and then I realize how valuable the Oaks is.
All right.
I think Twin Hills is underestimated.
I've not played Twin Hills yet. I was supposed to play it last week with Jason Dunnington, and it fell through.
It's a good course. I like Tulsa golf courses much better than Oklahoma City golf courses.
I love golf club. How I cut my finger. I love this course, Southern Hills, obviously, Tulsa Country Club. Golf Club Oklahoma, I think, is a real test of golf.
Yeah, for
Indian
sure.
Springs is okay. Meadowbrook's okay. Oklahoma City, I played OKC, Gaillardia, Rose Creek. Then I played most of the public courses. I've not played Oak Tree
Lincoln's
National and Oak Tree.
I made a hole-in-one on National.
Oh, really? That's great. I've not played Twin Hills.
Twin Hills is my favorite.
Yeah, I've not played Jimmy Austin. I've not played Karsten.
I've never played Jimmy Austin since it's been redone.
I heard Karsten's impossible now. It's just, they took a hard course and made it harder.
That was the goal. Nice shot.
Thank you. Fount and Mark Wayne Mullen are two people I think I'll never get on a golf course, and I don't think we'll ever see either of those guys play golf.
You know Henry Berry, who worked on my campaign,
Right.
his neighbor, he's working in D.C.
For Mullen?
for Mullen.
That's
yeah.
great.
His mom is
Good ball, Lewis.
his mom is French, and he speaks fluent French.
Oh,
He got
yeah.
a call the other day when Lewis was down there, and there was a group in from France wanted to tour the Capitol, and so he's got him on film speaking
Oh, that's
his fluent
great.
French.
Yeah. He's such a good kid.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not gonna get there. That's an oh no shot.
I'll go in. Good putt.
Gotta get it there.
Nope. Wow. But I like both these par fives. I usually play them pretty well. 7 and a 6 is not the way to play par fives.
No.
All right, so hole 8, question 8. Former House Speaker Chris Bench told me that you're the best golfer in politics in Oklahoma that he's ever played with. So excluding Chris Bench, and it doesn't have to be limited to Oklahoma, who's the best person you've played golf with in politics through the years?
I have to pause that and let me think. The best golfer that I've played with. Still racking my brain on that one. Most golfers I played with aren't good golfers. You could tell by they don't know how to count on their score.
Well, Jordan, this hole calls for a fade. You hit a fade here. Well, no, it's not. It's just, I gotta hit the fade here. It's what this hole needs. Right at that big tree. Huh, that'll work. Good miss. That's beauty. Great ball.
The best golfers, I would have to say, would put in the category of Jim Dunlap
Oh, Jim, yeah, good player.
and Anthony Moore.
Yeah. Anthony's on my team for the Golf and Politics Cup. We're playing
That'd be
together.
good.
We're playing together at Gaillardia next Tuesday. Anthony's a good player. He's actually been in a little bit of a slump, and I'm hoping he got his handicap up, and then he's going to come out of it right in time for competition. Would be my preference.
Exactly.
On the golf trip this year,
Did you go?
I did. It was the first time I ever went. We were playing a match. I'll leave all the other names out of it, but I had an 18 handicap as my partner. Anthony had a 5 or 6 handicap as his partner. His 5 or 6 handicapper shot a 54 on the back nine. Didn't help him at all. Just had a day, just a bad day, right? Well, Anthony had started just on fire. I think he birdied 4 of the first 6 holes, and he was just rolling in every putt he looked at. And you know, it was getting nippy. You know, it was back and forth, and we were down, but we came back and won. And partly I started playing a lot better, but my 18 handicapper, I think I didn't make it very far. I hit it really bad. My 18 handicapper made a gross birdie and really helped us a ton, and Anthony about lost it. But Anthony, when I played out at his home course
Clinton.
in Clinton. It's just a lot of fun. He's got his grandfather's golf cart, and I made an eagle on 18 to
I've
tie.
never played the Clinton.
Oh, it's fun.
I've got a good friend out there, Floyd Simon. He's always begging me to come out and play.
Yeah. Anthony pretty much lives on the course now. I don't think I can get this club there, but I think it's
238 yards
smarter
out.
to play. It got there, didn't it?
Yep. You're on.
All right, that's a good
That's
shot.
when golf is fun.
Yeah.
Making shots like that.
A little flyer, downwind 5-iron, that'll work.
I'd like to make one good shot for this 9. Little pride. Almost went in. Better. So I take it we're final hole.
Final hole, final question.
Final question.
And this is a question.
You're gonna throw me off.
No, this is a question I ask every single guest we've ever had, for the most part, is if you had to pick a dream foursome, and in your foursome you had to have one professional golfer, living or dead, one celebrity, and one politician, who would your foursome be?
Bobby Jones.
Okay.
He's not a professional.
That's what, you know what, he counts though, because I think in today's day and age he'd be
He's
considered.
never collected any money.
I know he didn't, but he's on the Mount Rushmore of golfers, so I
Yeah.
think we can make an exception.
Presidential?
It doesn't have to be, but it could be. You know?
I'd say Eisenhower.
Eisenhower, yeah, would be a good one. That's what Chris Bench said. as
Oh,
well.
really?
Yeah, he said Eisenhower.
And what's my celebrity? Oh, my wife would kill me if I said this person.
She doesn't have to watch.
She didn't have to watch. And now my mind went blank. Golden State Warriors.
Okay.
What's his name?
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry.
Yeah, he's a good golfer too.
He's a real good golfer.
That's a good foursome right there.
Wouldn't you like to play in a tournament where you use the old hickory sticks, the old balata ball? And
That'd be fun. They do that down at Pikewood in West Virginia. I find this to be one of the harder holes in Tulsa
Yeah.
County. Or I guess this is in
196
Creek County.
uphill.
Let's say one of the harder holes in Tulsa Metro. 220. It's actually more like 230 with that pin. Uphill in the wind. Yeah, that into us. Stay right there. Come on, be good. Right there. Oh, that's a good shot.
Ah,
Stay right there. Oh, it broke right. That's a good par, but shoot. Just want to thank you for taking the time and doing this podcast with us.
it's fun.
I enjoyed it. It was
I enjoyed
informative.
it.
I hope our listeners enjoy it. Thank you to everybody that's listening and watching. Please subscribe, YouTube, Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your content, and check us out on social media. Thanks again, Commissioner. Appreciate you.
Fairways and greens.